So with this episode of Oshi no Ko of episode 4, there's quite a bit of things I definitely do want to talk about. The first thing I really do want to talk about is basically is Ruby, because Ruby is she's starting to grow on me. She really is. She's starting to grow on me really quite a bit based on this anime and stuff that And I mean, I don't know if Ruby is kind of like just like her mother, I and stuff like that, because I mean it's hard to tell if she's really is like kind of like the reaction that you basically see from her mother and stuff like that, and and basically some people just basically just kind of like, is she acting like the way she is acting, just like her mother, so with that maybe that she does have her mother in her because the way that she's being and stuff like that, right, something like that. But I mean, I personally want to say is that I do like Ruby's personality. I really do. I really do. She seems like she's a bubbly kind of girl who just wants to talk, just wants to have fun and stuff like that. But just want to have fun and this that. But one thing that really bothers me about with Ruby Chan, basically in this anime, is that she needs to be careful. She needs to be careful about who are the friends that she's going to be friends with and stuff like that. Because I feel there's a red flag probably going on. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like, and I feel like, oh man, like is there a good possibility Ruby could die or something like that? Or maybe not. So I mean, we really don't know. We really don't know. But and I think that's one thing. One thing also I also want to talk about Space with Aqua, because let me just say this. I understand Aqua is very protective over his sister, and I do understand it. I do understand. Me as a brother, I'm 41. My sisters are probably around their 30s, probably around their 30s, and stuff like that. They do whatever they want, and stuff like that. Take care of the kids and stuff like that, and basically, and stuff like that. But do I tend to worry about my sisters? I mean, yes and no. But I'm not like a overprotective kind of basic kind of guy who just basically just try just to try and just to help them out. But even though, like, if anything happens to my sister, then my dad would have came after me and probably skinned my hive and stuff like that. Probably would skin my hive, and stuff like that. But even though my sisters are capable of doing, capable of doing things on their own, stuff like that, sometimes they don't need help, sometimes they do, and stuff like that. Because I mean, it doesn't really bother me really all that much. But even though, like, my sisters will tell me, like, hey, kill that spider. I don't like the spider, and usually I just kill it because my sisters don't like spiders because they really don't, and stuff like that. But the point I'm trying to say here is that, like I said, bro, I understand where Akko's word really coming from. It's stuff because, like, family is family. I mean, family is family. When it comes to cousins, your uncle, your aunt, and stuff like that, and that's what basically it feels like. But one thing I do want to say also well too, when people try to say really bad things about your family, it gets very. Hold on a second. Okay, all right, sorry about that, guys. And it was. And what I was saying is that it can get pretty personal. So I had people, back in my time, in middle school and elementary, people didn't like my family or anything like that, and stuff, and it kind of maybe really just kind of feel like, yeah, it makes me upset with somebody. I mean, I don't want nothing to happen to my family. I don't want that to happen. But when someone, just to try to say really mean things to my family and stuff like that. And sometimes it affects them, sometimes it really doesn't. But and stuff like that. Especially when it comes around, basically my girlfriend. She doesn't like to be picked on either and stuff like that. And she really doesn't. She can tend to go on a rant and stuff like that, and she really can and stuff like that. But the point I want to make here is that I do, like I said, I do understand where Aqua's really coming from, and I definitely do understand when it comes to family and basically what he saw after what happened to his mother. Was really kind of very, very sad and stuff like that. And I definitely do understand Aqua loves his mother, but I don't like the fact that Aqua is basically kind of like he's turned into a rogue kind of person, looking in the shadows, looking into the shadows and looking at every different kind of the person, like who basically killed his mom, who basically killed his mom. But nobody does not know who this person really actually is. Now, one other thing, I definitely do think it was basically that one guy. I can't remember his name. I can't remember. I don't think I know his name or something like that. But I really am kind of curious about that one guy. He was wearing a hoodie. He has like long hair and stuff like that. And I was kind of like wondering, like, why is he was so obsessed with I in the first place? Because I was kind of like wondering, like, why he was and stuff like that. and why he wanted to go after why he wanted to go after I and just basically just end her life just like that. I mean, take after the incident from what I saw on YouTube. It was a long time ago. I can't remember who this girl really actually is. I think she's like somewhere 20, maybe 19 years old, 19 years old, being a performer, being a singer, and stuff like that. And then she has like this crazy dude, just basically was right in the middle of the crowd of the concert, and then all of a sudden he shot her, and then she died and stuff like that. And basically, I think the guy took his life away or something like that. I really don't know and stuff like that. And basically what I'm trying to say here is that one thing I really want people to just understand when it comes to being an idol, it's not easy. It's not. Some people may think it really actually is. Some people may think they get ahead of themselves, especially if they want to be a model, or maybe they want to be an actor, or maybe they want to be a stand-up comedic kind of guy, a comedy kind of person, whatever it maybe is, and stuff like that. And basically, and or YouTube and stuff like that. Basically, I'm not famous here on YouTube because I'm not saying I am, or which I'm not. But I mean, even though those are just some of the risks and rewards that you basically have to do think, and I basically have to do think. Life is not easy. Life is hard. If you really want to say that. I mean, life is basically like how you treat yourself, basically in upcoming all the future. Like what can you do? Avoid the inedible. You cannot avoid the inedible because you can't. Because I mean, I think the point is that, like I said, for Aqua, he's very, very protective when it comes to family, and I definitely do understand. And I definitely do understand the way how Aqua is really actually feeling is because the way how he is, you could just see that bitterness basically in him. So that I don't think I ever seen him smile basically in the same. I don't think I never really have. But he doesn't look like he's the kind of guy that shows emotions and stuff like that and stuff like that and stuff. But one thing I definitely would be very extremely careful if he were to exist in real life and and sister. But if you say something really, really bad about his family, about his mother or about his sister, yeah, the dude's it's gonna blow up big time. He's really gonna blow up, and he's probably gonna come after you and stuff like that. One thing I definitely do want to talk about is basically acting, basically what he was doing basically this episode, which I thought was kind of like it was going really hard in, and it felt like it was about to show that similarity that you basically actually don't see, because you could just tell the menacing look on Aqua's face, like wow. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Aqua really scares me. I mean, he really does. He really does. I mean, you could just tell like he's not playing around. It's just basically the acting, what he was doing and stuff like that. It made him feel like he's made him feel like he's really getting his chance by having revenge just based on this person and based on this person. Now, I also want to say also too, I don't know who this person really actually is that may have a relationship with Aqua. But the question is, I'm talking about basically the guy who killed Aqua. I really kind of wonder. I don't know if that was a fan or not, or that must be someone that he knows her or she knows him, or this just basically of the sense of a fan. Some people take it very, very personal when it comes to basic pop singers and stuff in the country and all that other stuff, idols and stuff like that. And it really, really actually is. And one thing I definitely like the fact is that when you have a very popular superstar or anything like whatever maybe it is and stuff like that, they got to have bodyguards, because the reason why they need to have bodyguards because they're supposed to protect them. That's basically what they're supposed to do, and to make sure nothing really happens to them. Just like with the president of the United States, because they need guards to basically help the president, make sure he does his job, make sure he goes to other different places, and make sure nothing really bad happens to him. Because I'm like, tight security, it's pretty much tight security, especially when you go into a concert. Is that basically when you go into a concert, or any kind of different singers that you see, or whatever it is and stuff like that you see here, is that there's always going to be top-notch security, because the reason why that is just basically to make sure that someone doesn't die out there in a concert and stuff like that. And that's basically why I definitely do take stuff. So yeah. Now, also another thing I definitely want to talk about Kanye also too, because I think this is very, very important basically in regards of based on this episode also too. Kanye is a person yeah, basically this person, she tends to show really a lot of emotion basically in the episode, and I definitely do really do like that really about her and stuff like that. But I will say this is that basically my opinion, basically what I think is that I just don't think she's not really putting enough effort basically in the basically into the series that's basically going on, stuff like that. And the reason why I'm basically I'm just saying I just really wish she would just like be herself instead of just being like a different person that we really don't know, you know, stuff, you know. So yeah, but yeah, it was. I definitely liked this episode. I think this episode was definitely very good, and you know, and that's basically my opinion. But and I just want people just to really just know, like, if you're a model, you're an actor, whoever it is, or idol singer, it's not easy. It's really not, or YouTube, whatever it maybe is, and stuff like that. It's not easy. It's not. You know, I made these videos on my own. I didn't have no help or anything like that. Just take as for PewDiePie. PewDiePie is one of the top notch YouTubers basically out there right now. That's my opinion. That's basically what I definitely think. It's just that he's just pretty much he's the guy who's on top of the world, and he's enjoying getting paid in on YouTube and stuff like that. But I mean, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just saying. But like I said before, when it comes to Ivory Pride, you sign that contract, and then bam, you have to practice singing, you have to practice dancing, you have to do exercise and stuff like that. You have to do this. This is the life that they chose. This is the life that they chose. Whatever it becomes, if they the life that they chose to become an idol, become a model, become an actor, become a singer, become a YouTuber, whatever it maybe is, and stuff like that, and whatever that basically really actually is, they have to take that very, very seriously, and they really, really do. So I mean, even though I'm just saying, but like I said, I'm not like no famous or anything like that. But I mean, I wouldn't want to consider myself being a famous person. But even though I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just basically, you know, just throwing it out there. But I'm just giving basic examples. So I hope that everyone definitely do understand more for what I'm talking about, and from basically what I think, you know. But that's just basically what it basically feels to me. So yeah. So yeah, it was that's it for this anime review. Tell me what you guys think. I'd love to hear what you guys' opinions are. Or so yeah. Anyways, since I know I'll see you guys there. Take care. I'll have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell also too. That's let you guys watch my videos, and please leave your comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, I love you guys. Please stay and stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.